Israeli Special Operations veteran Aaron Cohen joins me. Good evening, sir. And the idea that we all have these classified documents now, you can download them from the internet. I mean, on the one hand, I don't know if they're real or not. We could have fake news, misinformation. We could have anything. But just the idea that it may have leaked out of the Defense Department has the United States looking into it. But, you know, the reaction in Israel is what?
The reaction, I would venture to guess, Greta, it's good to see you, by the way. In fact, I'm going to be deep diving this into my new podcast, The Aaron Cohen Show, particularly these documents here. Here's where I'm at with that. Whether or not Biden and Harris leaked them or whether it was a random actor who put them out, at this point, Israel, I would say it's safe to assume that Glilot, our intelligence headquarters for our Amman, Mossad, and our Shin Bet, just has to be very careful about sharing information with this administration. That's the tactical reality of those documents leaking. However, Israel is not typical when it comes to playing or showing its hand. Most of the work that we do, Greta, is in the vanguard, and I know that Israel's very careful. That pager operation that we pulled off so beautifully, and so I think it's going to put a little more layering between us and the Biden-Harris administration, which is already strained due to the restraint that they put on Israel in Gaza. You know, we could have saved Hirsch. Our Yamam is incredible. Our Yechida Miyuchedet Mishtartit, our special hostage rescue unit. We could have gotten more of those hostages. And look, we just killed Sinwar, which I know you're going to want to get into now.
All right, let me just make one comment. You said whether Biden and Harris leaked it. I do not believe in the bottom of my heart that President Biden and Vice President Harris leaked these documents. If they came out of the Defense Department, it was not a direction that I do not believe that. We've had leaks out of the Defense Department going back decades. All right, now turning to Sinwar. I mean, what a coward he is, protecting himself and his family, knowing that he had ordered October 7th, knowing that Israel was going to go in response and defend its people. What a coward.
100%. Couldn't agree with you more, Greta. You nailed it. It's interesting how we got to Sinwar, by the way. It was our Bislach Brigade, which is our Bet Sefer Lechir. It's our infantry school. It's where we teach, advanced infantry techniques and leadership courses. And that unit just happened to be in Rafah. And they happened to be conducting standard clears. And they happened to get to a building where a couple of terrorists were found. They began to pound the building with tank rounds. Ultimately, they went in there and conducted a srika bitchonit, we call it in Hebrew, which is a special form of CQB or close quarters battle for terrorists. It's much safer for the soldiers. They clear from outside those rooms and get 98% of them. Ended up putting a shot into Sinwar. And he's dead, but it wasn't some targeted assassination. Certainly wasn't Ismail Haniya or the head of Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah. Just standard operations. I think the nugget there is the fact that Israel continued operations, and it showed that Bibi's been right all along. Boots on the ground, kills terrorist leaders and saves hostages. My only regret is that we weren't pressing Rafah harder. And the fact is that was the final bastion where that pressure cooker campaign forced those terrorists. And that's where Sinwar was hiding. And yeah, you saw that footage of him in the tunnels with his wife and her $20,000 bag. And it's over for him. But Israel's just getting warmed up, Greta. We're just getting started.
All right, we got the July 31st, Haniya gets killed in Iran. Then Nasrallah, head of Hezbollah a little while ago, and now Sinwar is dead. What's Iran thinking? Because they're losing all their pawns, the ones who led all these terrorists.
I see. Good question. I'm going to dive into this one, too. Iran right now is trying to posture, and they're putting out big statements. They're holding big rallies, but they have so much egg on their face because of because of Ismail Haniya. The Mossad, had been planning that for months, and they managed to get an explosive using AI and detonating it. There's a ton of fear and there's a ton of mistrust within the IRGC, in my personal opinion. And I think Khomeini is very scared for his life, which he should be. We're able to pop popcorn anywhere. We can take these guys' heads off, Greta. Nobody does this better than Israel. And the fear is the game that we're playing back. They terrorized Israel. We made a horrible mistake on October 7th. But the game of counterterror is who's scared more. And that's the game that Israel is really a master at. And I think they're just trying to clean house right now to figure out where all the agents are. But nobody targets and flips agents better than us, Greta.
And of course, and I'm going to take the last word on this. Of course, you can't forget the fact that they had the pagers and also the cell phones that exploded as form. Anyway, Aaron Cohen, thank you very much, sir.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of my work and you enjoyed this interview, you're going to love my new show, The Aaron Cohen Show. I'm going to be tracking the biggest issues when it comes to Israeli special operations. I'm going to be peeling back that curtain. But most importantly, I'm going to be combating that anti-Israel misinformation head on. This show is going to give you exclusive insights and interviews. It's going to be an extension of my work on the news, and you're not going to find anything else like it. And I need your help to amplify it. Please hit the link in my bio or in the description and grab yourself a mini sponsorship package. They start at like $25, and be a part of spreading the truth and supporting the Aaron Cohen Show mission.